Hi, this is Logan Street with DealerSocket. Today I'm going to walk you through searching opportunities by vehicle. And this is becoming more and more important as we face the inventory struggles that we face today with obviously less vehicles showing up that are ready to sell from the manufacturer, or being held up, or a lot of orders coming in, those sort of things, as well as the way that the used car market is right now. Basically, we've essentially switched the way that we work with customers. So it used to be that when we would get a lead, we would try everything in our power to get that customer to the lot, because we had enough vehicles on the ground that we could get that we get that customer landed on something, right? And now it's kind of switched, right? We don't have as many vehicles on the ground, and we may not even have a vehicle close to what that customer is looking for. And so it's turned into a game of, let's find out everything that we can as far as what that customer is looking for. And when we get something similar to it, if they haven't already placed an order, or they haven't, or they haven't bought elsewhere, right? We can capitalize on that customer, right? Right now, I think that there are three types of customers. I think there's customers that are impatient and willing to pay what they're going to pay. If somebody's got what they're looking for, they're going to buy it. I think the second group of customers are customers that are patient, that know exactly what they're looking for, that are going to go ahead and place an order with you. And I think right now that third group of customers are customers that, hey, if the right opportunity comes along, I'll do it, but I'm pretty patient, I can wait, that sort of thing. Those are the customers that we're trying to capitalize on with this process. And so every salesperson should have on their home screen an opportunities widget up here in the upper left-hand side of the screen on mine. It should say opportunities, and it should have every opportunity that's assigned to them in the CRM that isn't marked lost or sold. So if I go ahead and I click on opportunities, you can see that there's quite a few in here. I'm actually in a test site, so none of these customers are real customers, obviously. And that's probably why there's quite a few of them. But as you can see, once this loads up here, there are 7 opportunities right here at the top that have vehicles of interest. These are specific vehicles that we've added to these customers as far as what they were looking for. And it's pretty easy to do that. So if I go ahead and I open this deal up, and I'm actually going to grab a different deal because somebody might be working that one. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to type in, typically I would type in a stock number, but right now I'm just going to type in Chevrolet and see what comes up. And let's just grab this Silverado, right? So I come in here, and I now have a vehicle of interest. Now, whenever we put a customer into the CRM, we're going to be adding those vehicles of interest. The other side of this is if we don't have what they're looking for, right? They come in and they say, hey, I really want a GMC Yukon. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit these 3 dots right here, and I'm going to go to not in stock. And then I'm just going to specify not even the year. I'm just going to type in GMC and then Yukon. I could get more specific, but for right now, I'm just going to focus on, GMC and Yukon, right? Go ahead and hit save. And now I have GMC Yukon listed as that customer's vehicle of interest. Come back to my list here for opportunities. I'm going to go ahead and hit refresh. And then that opportunity is going to be listed on the list right here. So you see GMC Yukon right here. You've got that. Now, the second part of this, obviously that's the first part to ensure that this always works. We want to make sure that like I said, every opportunity has a vehicle of interest, or if we don't have what they're looking for, we at least have something listed here, and I'll show you why. Up here in the upper left-hand side of the screen, we have a filter by keyword option here. I can actually search those vehicles through this filter by keyword option. So if I come up here and I type in, Compass, for example, it's going to show me all the customers that I have that are looking for a Compass. If I come in here and I type in, just Chevrolet, it's going to show me all the customers that are looking for Chevrolets. I can even do years, customers that are looking for specific years, I can do that as well. Now, how do we put this into practice? So every day, if not, every other day, or, at least a few times a week, we do get vehicles into the dealership. Those vehicles are either going to show up on a truck, stuff that we, might have paid a little too much for at the auction lately, right? Or vehicles that have come in on trade, or vehicles that are coming from the manufacturer that are starting to show up. And in those scenarios, if those vehicles that are showing up if some of them are available, or obviously we've taken in trades, those sort of things, we should be, as salespeople, we should be looking at those every day and comparing those with our list of customers, and also getting creative with it. So first off, let's say that yesterday we took in a Jeep Patriot or something like that, and I come in here and I just type in, well, first off, I'm going to type Patriot to see if there's anybody specifically looking for a Patriot. Right now there's not, right? So I'm like, okay, well, let's look at Jeep. Well, okay, perfect. There's 2 customers that were looking at Jeep Compasses. I bet I could call them and see if they'd be interested in a Patriot, right? This is going to help you create opportunities that are otherwise just sitting there, right? The other side of that is, as I mentioned, as far as getting creative. Let's say that I search Compass or Patriot and Compass, and none of these people are interested. What are other vehicles in that size, right? Maybe I type in Chevy Trax, TRX, right? I don't have any right now, but be thinking of it that way. Specifically, we listed a Yukon. Let's say that we took a Tahoe in on trade, right? It's like, okay, well, I don't have anybody that's looking for a Tahoe. Let's see if I have anybody that's looking for a Yukon. Okay, well, I'm going to call Larry, and I'm going to see if Larry is still interested in a Tahoe, and if he would consider a Yukon. There's a lot of ways that we can utilize our customer bases right now, and actually have potentially less work, but have more effective work, because we're targeting customers based on their vehicle of interest, not just calling them and saying, hey, are you still interested, right? If you have any questions about this, please reach out to your CSM. Thank you.